Good evening, students. Today we are dealing with the last multiple choice question parts of human reproduction. Okay, be ready with your chat boxes, all of you. I will start the session exactly at 6:05 p.m. I'm waiting for other students to enter in. So I will start my session exactly at 6:05 p.m. Today, we are dealing with the concept of human reproduction and its multiple choice questions. The last part of human reproductions, multiple choice questions we are dealing with. Okay, so exactly at 6:05 p.m., I'm going to start the session. Until that, stay tuned in. Okay. Yes, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my dear YouTube students. Gautam is here, Archana, Sneha, Vinushri, and one more student is there. Fine. Good evening, my dear YouTube students. Let us start with the questions of last part of multiple choice questions on human reproduction. In the last session, we discussed various multiple choice questions on human reproduction, and you guys also interacted well in that. So I expect same interaction from you all, okay, for all the chapters, for all the sessions, for all the subjects too. Okay, so let us begin, guys. Today's first question on human reproduction goes like this. Just a minute. Yes. A cell is at which stage? During ovulation, a cell is at which stage? Secondary oocyte, first polar body, secondary polar body, primary oocyte. What is your response on it, guys? A cell at ovulation is at which stage? Yes, my dear YouTube students. Ovulation stage only. Suhas answered it. Archana answered it. Okay, good. What about others? Be fast. Be fast. Very easy question. Several times this question has been repeated. Ovulation time only. Vinushri answered it. I'm sorry. Okay. So the right answer is here. Option A, that is secondary oocyte stage. Secondary oocyte stage is a right answer here. Okay. Next question goes like this. Which period of the menstrual cycle is known as proliferative phase? 1 to 5 days, 6 to 14 days, 15 to 28 days, 14 to 15 days. Proliferative, or we can also say it as follicular phase. Option B, Vinushri, Archana, Shreya voted for option B. Okay. Proliferative or follicular phase. Gautam answered it as option C. Okay, just a minute. Most of you have a confusion regarding it. Let me solve it. See here, menstruation cycle. Just a minute. I will just zoom it. Okay, menstrual cycle has following phases. First one is menstrual phase. That is first phase of menstrual cycle lasts 3 to 5 days. Next one is follicular phase, or we can also call it as proliferative phase, which is from 5 to 13 days, or we can say 6 to 14 days. So follicular phase anta kelidare, and ovulatory phase is FSH and LH attain peak. Ovulatory phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಾಲಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಲ್ಯೂಟಿನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನು ತುಂಬಾ ಪೀಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆನ್ 14th ಡೇ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ LH ಸರ್ಜ್. ಈ ಓವ್ಯುಲೇಟರಿ ಫೇಸ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರು ಏನನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? LH, ಲ್ಯೂಟಿನೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಸರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, which induces rupture of Graafian follicle to release mature ovum ಅಂತ. Next we have luteal phase. Next we have luteal phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ. What happens in luteal phase? Just a minute. See, remains of the Graafian follicle will be converted into corpus luteum. Corpus luteum will secrete progesterone enzyme. Progesterone maintains uterine endometrium and prepares it for implantation. So this is regarding the phases of menstrual cycle. Most of you selected as D, C and all. Few of you also answered correctly. That is option B, 6 to 14 days is a right answer, guys. 6 to 14 days is a right answer. Let us proceed further. On which day of a menstrual cycle does ovulation occur? Just now we discussed it. ಯಾವ ಡೇ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಓವ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ? 12th day, 13th day, 14th day,
15th day. I got a quick responses from Suhas, Suchitra, Archana, Gautam, Sneha. Very good. Well done, guys. Yes, YouTube students, Vinushri. Good going. So all of you answered it correctly. Option C, 14th day is the right answer. Menstrual cycle. In the menstrual cycle, ovulation occurs on 14th day. Yes, Shreya Kumari also answered it as option C. Option C is a right answer, guys. Let us proceed further. During which days of menstrual cycle do estrogen levels rise? They are asking which days of menstrual cycle estrogen levels rise. 1 to 5 days, 6 to 14 days, 14 to 15 days, 15 to 28 days. Just now we discussed. First to follicular phase agatte, that is a menstrual cycle agate, menstrual phase. After that follicular phase happens. Okay, follicular phase alli enagate. So it is a 6 to 14 days. Then after that luteal phase happens. So they are asking estrogen levels yava days alli peak allirtave anta. So answer I got from Archana is option C, 14 to 15 days. Vinushri, Suhas. Okay, Gautam also answered it. Guys, one suggestion for Zoom students, if you want to send the answer, alli message to anta irutte. Message to Sankalp Learning anta select ಮಾಡಿ. Otherwise your answers will be sent to everyone. Ellaru copy ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ. So that others will also improve. You will give a chance for a friend to learn also. So please make your answers to send to Sankalp Learning only. Okay na? So let us discuss on it. Just now we discussed. See here. Estrogen levels yavaga peak allirtave anta andre follicular phase alli. Menstrual phase is followed by follicular phase. LH and FSH level increases gradually in a follicular phase. Level of estrogen increases as it is secreted by a growing follicle. It lasts about 5 to 13 days. Andre 6 to 14 days anta. So the right answer is here 6 to 14 days. What is the option there? Yes, option B is a right answer. Okay, option B is a right answer there. 6 to 14 days. Next question. After fertilization, which changes prevent entry of the other sperms into oocytes? So into the oocyte, a sperm will be entered. After entry of one sperm, the other sperms will not enter the oocyte. So which changes ಯಾವುದು prevent ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನು sperm attack ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ? Option A, egg membrane. Option B, fertilization membrane. C, vitelline membrane. D, A and C both. I got first answer from Archana, Suchitra. One more first answer oppo anta ide, yaru anta gottilla. Gautam, Suhas, Vinushri. Okay, the fight is between C and D actually. Okay, fine. What about others? No one answered it correctly, I guess. Option B, fertilization membrane. Option B, fertilization membrane is a right answer. Fertilization membrane is a right answer. Zona pellucida. It is zona pellucida. It becomes harder. Adenagatte when one sperm enters into the oocyte alva, that zona pellucida layer becomes hard, so that other sperms will not enter into the oocyte. So the right answer is here fertilization membrane. Next question. During movement of zygote into the oviduct, zygote oviduct alli ಅಥವಾ fallopian tube alli move ಆಗುವಾಗ, the division of zygote in 2 to 16 daughter cell. This process is called as, ಆ process ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? cleavage, gastrulation, morula, A and B both. So I got the quick answer from Gautam as well as Archana, Suhas, Dhanush. Good. Suchitra, Sanvi N. Gowda. Good. Shreya Kumari answered it. Vinushri answered it. Very good, guys. The right answer is here option A, cleavage. Cleavage. ಆ processಗೆ cleavage ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Cleavage ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ that 2 to 16 daughter cell that structure is termed as morula. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಗೆ ನಾವು morula ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವ್ರು ನಮಗೆ what is the process called as ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So option A, cleavage is a right answer. Option A is a right answer. Yes, my dear YouTube students, be fast, guys. Yeah. Which cells secrete the enzymes to make implantation of embryos possible? ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿವೆ ಅವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they will secrete certain enzymes. ಯಾಕೆ? To make the embryo, okay, to make that beautiful celled 16 celled structure, that is blastocyst, to implant in the endometrium. Trophoblast cells, blastomera, outer layer of uterus, outer layer of blastocyst. What is your response on it, guys? The first response is given by Dhanush, Gautam C, Sneha, Sanvi, Archana. Okay. Good, good, good. Very good interactive session. Vinushri. So almost all of you answered it correctly, guys. Option A, trophoblast is a right answer. Shreya Kumari also answered it. Option A, trophoblast is a right answer. Next question. Which part is present between placenta and embryo? Placenta ಮತ್ತು embryo ನಡುವೆ ಯಾವ ಭಾಗ, ಯಾವ part ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Umbilical cord, amniotic cavity, embryonic disc, B and C both. Which part is present between placenta and embryo? Gautam, Dhanush, Archana, Sneha, Suhas, Sanvi and Gowda. So Suchitra, almost all of them answered. Vinushri answered as Shreya Kumari answered as option A, umbilical cord anta. Let us study some concepts regarding it. So this is a post-fertilization event. After post-fertilization aguva event ide idu. So what happens after post-fertilization? We will discuss now. Placenta and uterus. Placenta, this is a uterus. Okay, this is a placenta. Okay, just a minute. I will take a laser point here. See, guys, this is a uterus. This is placenta. So between uterus and placenta, what is there? Umbilical cord. Between placenta and uterus, what is there? Umbilical cord. So they asked amniotic fluid idena anta kelidare, allantois anta kelidare. So the right answer is here umbilical cord. Okay, so let us proceed to the next question. Okay, in human embryonic development, chorionic villi which cooperate with the tissue of the mother's uterus to form. In human embryonic development ಅಲ್ಲಿ chorionic villi ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? It will cooperate with the tissue of a mother's uterus to form what? Placenta, umbilical cord, amniotic cavity, embryonic disc. Chorionic villi cooperate to form what? Suhas answered it. Dhanush answered it. Suchitra, Gautam, Sanvi. Okay, Archana. Then what about others? Be fast. Vinushri, yes, my dear YouTube students. Shreya Kumari. Be fast. Sneha. Good. So almost all of them answered as option A. Some of them voted for option D, that is embryonic disc anta heltidira. Embryonic disc is nothing but a placenta. So let me explain you that. See, post fertilization event ಅಲ್ಲಿ first ಆಗೋ stage ಯಾವುದು? Implantation. When embryoblast develops into, for example, the process of embedding of the blastocyst. ಈ blastocyst endometrium ಗೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಆ process ಗೆ implantation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. What does this endometrium will do? Endometrium ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಯುಟರಸ್ ನ ಒಳಗಿನ ಲೇಯರ್ ಗೆ ಎಂಡೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಯಂ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So what this endometrium will do? It provides nourishment. ಅದೇನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? Nourishment ಕೊಡತ್ತೆ embryoಗೆ. It provides nutrients. Okay na? Next, when embryoblast develops into fetus, ಆ embryo ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು fetus ಆಗತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? When it develops certain organs, parts, so then it is called fetus ಅಂತ. So trophoblast provides nutrition to embryo. ಅವಾಗ trophoblast ಅನ್ನೋ cell layer ಏನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಗ್ರೋಸ್, ದ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಟ್ರೋಫೋಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಂಡೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಫಿಶಿಯಂಟ್. ಅದು ಸಾಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಯೋ ಫೀಟಸ್ಗೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್. ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ fetal membranes form ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Formation of fetal membrane. 4 membranes will be formed. First is yolk sac, allantois, amnion ಮತ್ತೆ chorion ಅಂತ. ಈ ಟ್ರೋಫೋಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಈ oocyte, ಈ ಟ್ರೋಫೋಬ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ they will proliferate and produce chorion. They will extend and produce chorion ಅನ್ನೋ ಇದನ್ನ fetal membrane ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅಲಂಟೋಯ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಯೋಕ್ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ. Embryoblast cells will be there. No, outer cells are trophoblast, ಒಳಗಿರೋ cells ಗೆ embryoblast cells. So these will proliferate ಅಂದ್ರೆ grow and form 3 germ layers: ectoderm, endoderm ಮತ್ತೆ mesoderm. Trophoblast cell fetal membranes ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, embryoblast cells ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? germ cells ಅನ್ನ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ. Here, yolk sac becomes non-functional. Allantois is a small vascularized sac meant for collecting nitrogenous waste. Allantois ಒಂಥರ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ತರ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಫೀಟಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Amnion is a thin protective membrane which surrounds the embryo. Amniotic cavity, ಆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಏನಿರತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆಮ್ನಿಯೋನ್ ಲೇಯರ್ದು, it will be filled with a fluid. ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಇಂದ ಅದು ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, which provides aqueous medium for development and acts as a shock absorber. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ the period of development between fertilization till birth, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ gestation ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Hormones for maintenance of pregnancy ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕು? ಈಸ್ಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟಿರಾನ್, ಕಾರ್ಟಿಸಾಲ್, ಪ್ರೊಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿನ್, ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್. ಈ 5 ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯಲ್ಪಡ್ತವೆ. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಈ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಡೆವಲಪಿಂಗ್ ಫೀಟಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಯುಟರೈನ್ ವಾಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮದರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನಸ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್. ಆಸ್ ದ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ಲಾಟ್. ಅದು ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಕಾರಣ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೆಟಾಡಿಸ್ಕಾಯ್ಡಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ಟು ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ, by umbilical cord. The fetal part of placenta is produced into, so fetal part ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ placenta ಅದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ fetal part, it is produced into number of finger like projections. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ number of finger like projections ಗೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ chorionic villi ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. This is a fetal part which is extended. fetal part ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫೀಟಸ್ಸಿನ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಬೆರಳಿನ ಆಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಹೋಗತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬೆರಳಿನ ಆಕಾರದ ರಚನೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೋರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ವಿಲ್ಲೈ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಕೋರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ವಿಲ್ಲೈ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? ಗರ್ಭಕೋಶದ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಯುಟರೈನ್ ವಾಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ದ ಕೋರಿಯೋನಿಕ್ ವಿಲ್ಲೈ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬಾತ್ ಇನ್ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್. ಇವೇನಿರ್ತವೆ ಈ ಬೆರಳಿನಂತಹ ರಚನೆಗಳು, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಆರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಮದರ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವು ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಸಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೀಮೋಕೋರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. This is regarding the placenta. Okay na? So most of the students are here. Happy for you all. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ human embryonic development chorionic villi which cooperate with the tissue of the mother's uterus to form what? That is placenta. Option A is a right answer. Almost all of you answered it correctly. Next question. Which hormones are not produced by placenta? ಈ placenta ಅನ್ನೋದಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, it will produce certain hormones. Which is not hormones produced by the placenta? They are asking. HCG, HPL, estrogen and relaxin. Spandana, Gautam, Sneha, Sanvi N. Gowda, Dhanush, Suhas, Suchitra, Archana. Very good. So almost all of you answered it as option D. Few of you answered it as option A anta. Let me explain you bit of it. Then I will tell you the right answer. Okay. So almost all of you are answering. Good going. Good interactive session. So here functions of placenta admele. Post fertilization, that is a hormones released by the placenta anta. So here progesterone ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಸಿಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. HCG human chorionic gonadotropin, so it stimulates corpus luteum to secrete progesterone. HCS ಅಂತ promote growth of an embryo. HPL ಅಂತ human placental lactogen milk secretion ಗೆ. Relaxin ಅಂತ helps in dilation of the uterus during parturition. So most of you voted for relaxin alva, but relaxin will be released by the placenta guys. So idralli yava hormone illa? Estrogen hormone illa. So estrogen hormone yavaga secrete agate? When the follicles will be growing, that time estrogen will be secreted alva. So ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರ್ತವೆ, ಸಿಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತವೆ. ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟಿರೋನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, HCG, ಥೈರಾಕ್ಸಿನ್, ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೆಗ್ನೆನ್ಸಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಗಳಾಗಿವೆ. So here only few of you answered it correctly. The right answer is here estrogen. Option C is a right answer. I don't know why most of you answered it as option D anta. Option D relaxin release ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ relaxin has to be released so that the cervix of the mother will be relaxed and contract during parturition, during the baby's birth, delivery. Okay na? So option C, estrogen, is a right answer here. Next question goes like this, guys. The signals of parturition originate from. Signals of parturition originate from fully developed fetus, placenta, uterus, A and B both. Andre parturition andre the process of giving birth to a baby. So our signals yellinda originate ಆಗ್ತವೆ. I got first quick answers from Dhanush and Suchitra. Spandana answered it, Suhas answered it, Gautam answered it. Great going, guys. Yeah. Yes, what about others? Be fast, guys. Be fast. Vinushri answered it. Good. Tanvi, good. Try it, try it. Guess the answer. No one will scold you here for telling the wrong answers. Try it, guys. Sometimes guess makes us to win. Sneha answered it. Okay. So most of you know some concepts, not clearly, completely, partially. So here the signals of parturition, Shreya Kumari and Gautam answered it. The signals of parturition will be originated from fully developed fetus. Fetus will tell, Mama, I am no longer to sit inside you. I want to come out. So that kicks will be given by the fully developed fetus. It puts a pressure on the uterus of the mother as well as placenta. ಸೊ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಫೀಟಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟಾ ಎರಡು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಂಜಯ್ ಎಂ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ, ಎ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿ ಬೋತ್ is a right answer, guys. Good going. Next question. At the time of delivery, which hormones stimulate more frequent and powerful contraction of the uterus? Delivery time ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಬೇಬಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಔಟ್. ಯುಟರೈನ್ ಮಸಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೊಡತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? ಆಕ್ಸಿಟೋಸಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಗ್ಲಾಂಡಿನ್ಸ್, ಈಸ್ಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಸ್ಟಿರಾನ್, oxytocin and vasopressin, estrogen and prostaglandins. What is your response on it? The first quick answer is given by Suhas, Spandana, Dhanush, Suchitra, Archana. So the confusion is between A and C. Sanvi, Gautam. Okay, Gautam C. Fine. Shreya Kumari, Vinushri, great going. Be fast, guys. Yes, my dear YouTube students. Sanjayam, okay, good. So most of you are saying as option C anta. Let us learn some concepts regarding it. Let us revise, recall ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ರೀಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. 5th week ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. 2 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ the baby will be having the limbs ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೈ ಕಾಲುಗಳು, with the tiny fingers and toes, well formed face, possess hair and nails. ಯಾವಾಗ 6 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Then parturition ಆಗತ್ತೆ, head fixation, oxytocin stimulates uterine contraction, fetal ejection reflex ಅನ್ನ, ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ, ಸರ್ವಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಗಲ ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ it makes it wide so that the baby will come out. Then lactation, prolactin, colostrum, first milk after birth. Okay, fine. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ the right answer is here option C, oxytocin and vasopressin. Oxytocin and vasopressin is a right answer. Option C is a right answer here. Next question. During delivery, which gland send signals for the release of oxytocin? Oxytocin ಅನ್ನ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಗ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ತವೆ? Posterior pituitary, anterior pituitary, hypothalamus, none of these. What is your response on it, guys? Yes, the quick answer is given by Suhas, Sanvi, Dhanush. Okay. Vinushri, Spandana, Archana, great going. Yes, my dear YouTube students. Kirti Gowda answered it. Sanjayam answered it. Sneha, Gautam C. Okay. Fine. So almost all of you answered it. The right answer is here. Option B, anterior pituitary is a right answer. Anterior pituitary. Next question. After delivery, the mammary gland starts producing the milk. In milk, which necessary substance is present for immunity? ಯಾವ substance ಇರುತ್ತೆ milk ಅಲ್ಲಿ? Lactose, protein, fat, antibodies. The quick answer is given by Dhanush, Sneha, Spandana, Archana, Suchitra, Suhas, Kirti Gowda, Gautam C, Shreya Kumari, Sanvi Gowda. Almost all of you answered it correctly, guys. Option D, antibodies is a right answer. Vinushri and Sanjay also voted for option D. Antibodies is a right answer. Colostrum, first milk colostrum anta karitare. Next question. Yes, okay. So here we completed the session, that is the multiple choice questions on human reproduction. Just we will study bit of it regarding post fertilization events. Yes, I want Kirti Gowda. Are you here? Unmute yourself and read the slide. It is regarding the function of placenta. Unmute yourself and read the slide. Anyone who voluntarily wants to read, you can message me so that I can unmute you. Yes, you have to read the slide. Yes, guys, who wants to read? ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಓದ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? Okay, Spandana. Fine. Just a minute. Yeah. Start reading, Spandana.
Functions of placenta.
Okay. Read it. Don't worry regarding the background disturbances. I can hear you. Read it.
The embryo connected to the placenta by umbilical cord, which
Transport substances
transport substances to and from the embryo, facilitate transport of oxygen and nutrient from mother to embryo, removes carbon dioxide and waste material from the embryo, acts as endocrine gland and produces several hormones like human chorionic gonadotropins, human placental lactogen, estrogen, progesterone, relaxin produced from the ovary in the later stage of pregnancy.
Okay, regarding it, we discussed one question alva. Placenta dinda yava hormones idu aagtave anta. So here it has to be corrected here. Relaxin ovary inda release agatte. Estrogen. Okay. So there is some confusion. Here they mentioned estrogen release agatte anta. In some other document they are saying relaxin is not, relaxin will be released anta. I will let you know regarding it, guys. Then after this, fine, this is also important for NEET actually. Yeah, Sanjay is here. He wanted to read last time. Sanjay Yam, can you read the slide? Development of embryo, can you read? Who wants to read again? Yes. Who wants to read? Okay, Gautam C, you can read.
Development of the embryo. Organogenesis. Formation of different organs in the embryo is called organogenesis. Pregnancy later for 9 months. After 1 month of pregnancy, art is formed in the embryo. By the end of second month, the fetus develops limbs and digits. By the end of 12 weeks, first trimester, most of organ system is formed, limbs and external genitalia were developed. First movement of fetus and appearance of hairs observed in 5th month. By the end of 24th week, second trimester, the body is covered with the fine hairs and eyelids separated, and eyelashes are formed. By the end of 9 months, the fetus is fully developed and is ready for delivery.
Thank you. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನೇನು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್, the first movement will be felt by a mother, so that will be in the month of 5th month. It is in the 5th month, and heart and brain will be developed by the end of after 1 month, that is 5th week alli or 3rd to 4th week alli heart develop ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. That we have to remember. After this, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ saturation and this one. Okay. Okay, fine. So here we completed the complete multiple choice questions on human reproduction. In the next session, we are starting with reproductive health and diseases. Please read it, prepare notes on it. Okay, let us solve many questions on reproductive health and diseases. Let me wind up the session here. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.